Today I'm going to show you 3 different delicious yet healthy Paleo and AIP sheet pan dinners. First, we're going to make some sheet pan lime shrimp fajitas. This is an easy but really flavorful meal that can be served with a variety of things, like lettuce wraps or tortillas, making it family friendly so you only have to make one meal for everyone. It's a nightshade-free recipe, which means we replace the traditional bell peppers with thinly sliced carrots, yet I bet you'll hardly notice. By the way, you can get all of the full printable recipes for this video on my website, Thriving on Paleo, and I'll also put the links to each post below in the description. Here are the ingredients for the shrimp fajitas though, in case you want to pause this and take a picture for future reference. First, you'll preheat the oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. My shrimp were actually completely frozen, so I placed them in a bowl of cool water to start thawing. Thinly slice the onions, and thinly slice the carrots into matchsticks. In a small bowl, whisk together the oil, lime juice and zest, garlic, and spices. Place the sliced onions and carrots onto the baking sheet and toss with half of the marinade until covered. Put the sheet pan into the oven and bake for 15 minutes. In the meantime, place the shrimp in a bowl and pour the remaining marinade over the top, and then toss to coat. Then you'll work on the lime crema. This is a sauce for the fajitas. And here's the ingredient list for that lime crema. Mix the ingredients together in a blender or food processor until creamy. Once the onions and carrots are finished, remove the sheet pan from the oven and toss the veggies a bit to mix. If your carrots aren't completely soft yet, place them back in the oven for an additional 5 minutes. And then once they're done, push the veggies over to the side a bit, and then place the shrimp onto the sheet pan as well in a single layer. Bake for another 6 to 8 minutes, or until the shrimp is pink and opaque. Because my shrimp never completely thawed, and because I used 2 pounds instead of 1 pound, mine took an extra 8 minutes until done. So just go until your shrimp is pink and opaque. While the shrimp is cooking, you can also get your quote-unquote vehicle ready as well, whether that is lettuce or making tortillas, slicing jicama thinly, etc. And then once everything is completely done, assemble your fajitas as desired. Here I used romaine lettuce on one plate for an AIP version, placing the onions and carrots on the bottom of the lettuce leaves, and topping with shrimp, and then a drizzle of the lime crema. And on the other plate, I used siete almond flour tortillas for a paleo version, but you can make AIP-friendly tortillas as well if that's what you prefer. If your family is in no way paleo or AIP, you can always give them corn or flour tortillas. We find this is enough for a meal, but some other ideas for serving with this would be some roasted diced sweet potatoes or butternut squash, or roasted sliced yellowish black plantains. The next dish is a honey garlic salmon sheet pan meal. Fish is always a great idea for a weeknight meal as it's really quick to make, and this is no different. Here are the ingredients that you would need for this one. First, preheat the oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit and place parchment paper on a sheet pan. In a small bowl, whisk together the coconut aminos, honey, and garlic. Place the quartered Brussels sprouts onto the sheet pan and then pour half of the coconut aminos over them. Toss well so that the mixture is evenly spread all over the Brussels sprouts. Then spread the Brussels sprouts out over the pan, leaving some room for the salmon. Place the salmon in the middle of the pan and then pour the remaining sauce all over it. Bake for 15 minutes or until the salmon easily flakes with a fork. Serve each plate with a lemon quarter for spritzing. And finally, we'll make one of our favorite sheet pan meals, a sheet pan coconut chicken with mango salsa. This is what you need to make the coconut chicken and vegetable portion of this dish. So first you'll preheat the oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Line up 3 shallow bowls and add the coconut flour and a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt to one of them, and mix the two together. To the second bowl, add the coconut milk. And to the third bowl, add the shredded coconut. Take 1 chicken thigh and dredge it in the coconut flour. Then in the coconut milk, and finally in the shredded coconut to coat. Place in the middle of the baking sheet. Repeat this until you've coated all of the chicken thighs. Next, peel the sweet potato and cut it into matchsticks. I used 2 smaller potatoes because I didn't have 1 big one. Spread the sweet potato sticks around the chicken on the baking sheet, and then put the broccoli onto the sheet pan as well. Drizzle both the sweet potatoes and broccoli with the oil and sea salt, and then place the baking sheet into the oven and bake for 30 minutes. Meanwhile, make the mango salsa. Here's what you need to make that. Add all of these ingredients to a bowl and mix. And then once the chicken is done, remove it from the oven and serve with the mango salsa on top. And if you need more ideas for some quick and easy Paleo and AIP meals, check out this video where I show you 3 different ones that can be made in under 30 minutes.